Oh yeah, why does Giyu wins?
Hold on. I need to get
Yeah,
my
why
clip.
does the wins?
Yeah. Do you
Are
agree,
you?
Do you agree, Giyu in base is relative to Shinobu, or no? My
No,
position is obvious. My position is that Giyu wins.
my position is Shinobu beats the fuck out of him.
Okay. So you're asking why?
Oh
Here's
shit.
the clip. Mount Nagatomo, these niggas like throw swings at each other, and they both just parry each other's swings.
What was this?
Mount Nagatomo.
Yeah, they got stronger.
Okay, prove that.
Do you know what the hostage training arc is?
Yeah, I don't think either of them participate in it. I think Shinobu's mad and he
What?
doesn't train, and I think Giyu is like depressed, so he doesn't train.
So how did Giyu get the mark?
Giyu got the mark. I think he just got it in the heat of battle. It was like widespread, like a disease.
I said, so do you want to actually debate me or you want to troll?
I'm not trolling. I'm serious.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the question one more time, and depending on your answer, is it going to be a ban? Because I don't have time for this troll shit,
Bro,
bitch.
what? Okay,
So,
okay, okay. I just think okay. At least Shinobu didn't train. I don't think Shinobu trained because she was mad. Also,
anyways,
bro,
anyways, so
bro,
anyway,
bro, don't ban me.
anyway,
I don't be, bro. Don't ban me.
so like I was saying, retard, is that from Mount when they fought against Ryu, right? They got stronger, okay? Because they train literally,
Whoever
period.
six.
The Hashira training arc was just something that they was doing in order to get the mark after they found out that they can achieve it during the fucking what fucking arc was that? The Swordsmith Village arc when Mystery and fucking Michiro got the mark and shit. And Michiro and Mystery told them, right, how they can achieve the mark and shit. So like I'm saying before, you would need to prove that they stayed the same level since that time.
I didn't make that claim. You're the one.
Yo,
You're the one who
are
made the
you?
claim that they
By
get
the way,
stronger. Can
wait.
you
So,
show me like
Haram,
Shinobu getting stronger or
listen,
anything?
listen. You are on the affirmative here. You are the one that's saying Shinobu's and Giyu are relative in speed. Okay, I am saying that is from earlier in the arc. What I'm saying is that the Hashers are known for literally training and getting stronger. Okay, so you will need to prove that they stayed the same level.
I don't. I never made that claim. You're the one that made that claim as a rebuttal. The burden of proof is on you.
Okay, so how about this? Let's say I drop that claim. Now prove that they stay the same strength.
What's your basis for skepticizing that they like stayed at
I
that
just
same
gave you a
strength?
basis. I gave you a basis.
But you just dropped that claim, so you won't have a basis anymore.
Are you dumb? The claim and a basis are two separate things. So if I make a
They're
claim that they got
intertwined in
shut
that
up, retard.
situation.
Shut up. So if I make a claim, right, that they got stronger from that time being, and then I drop that claim about them getting stronger, and then I tell you to prove that they stayed the same level, and then I say my basis is that the Hoshers are literally known for training. It's just the Hosher arc was specified for learning how to get the mark. Okay. If you don't prove that, then guess what? The claim is dismissed.
Wait, I have a question. Why are they known for training?
Because they need to get stronger in order to fight against these higher beings.
When is that ever stated or shown?
They literally have a fucking race. Are you aware of that?
You talking about the data books, like they all have a race or what?
Yes.
Okay. Does it say when this is happening, like the race? I don't even know if
It
that's
doesn't
training.
matter when they was happening. The race is supposed to lean towards the idea that they literally train together, bro.
Can you send the picture of the race in the data book?
Oh my god, this nigga's annoying. This is literally a
Oh my god.
Oh, boxes, not this shit.
Oh no way.
So there you go. There's the race.
Where's it posted? General?
It's in general.
Yeah, this could just be earlier. I don't know if unless you can prove this is
No
after, I
comment
don't think this
actually.
is relevant.
Yeah, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because they train together. That's how they know who's faster. That's how they know who's stronger. How would they know who's stronger if they don't fucking train or see anybody fight? How would they know that?
So one, this isn't like showing strength. This is just showing who wins in a race. And also, this could literally just be a race for fun. That's like the alternate
That in
interpretation. There's no
response to what I just
reason.
asked you.
I don't see why this actually necessitates or creates likelihood that they're known for training.
That
One
didn't
race doesn't
respond to
mean
what I just
anything.
asked.
Why does it not respond?
Because what I asked you is, how would they know who is stronger than who if they never seen each other fight or know about anybody's abilities? How would they know this?
By going on missions together?
Okay, thank you. So if you agree that they go on missions together, and we know that fighting literally makes you stronger, are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, thank you. Nice concession. So yes, I do have a basis for why they wouldn't stay the same. So now it's up to you to prove that they stay the same level.
Wait, sorry. Fight. Okay, so fight. When I agree that fighting makes you stronger, I just want to clarify something. When fighting makes you stronger, I think it has to be something that actually strains you, and it's like good, so it like actually makes you stronger. I
Why?
don't think you
Why does
get
it have to
stronger,
train
but
you?
I don't think you fighting like some weak demons that don't strain your body at all actually makes you stronger.
So are you saying that the only missions that they go on are the ones that the manga shows us?
That's not what I said.
Oh my god, this is retarded. I'm asking you a question, retard, because you're trying to say if they fight against weak demons, it wouldn't make them stronger, even though I disagree with that said claim. So now I'm asking you, Haram sponge bitch, is that do you fucking believe, retard, is that the only missions that they go on are the ones that they show?
No.
Okay, so is there a possibility that they go on other missions where they're fighting against stronger demons?
Yes, but I don't think there's
Okay.
ever. I don't think it's likely that they ever go on a mission where they actually fight someone that can strain their bodies.
And what's this based off of?
Yeah, like they just like Giyu, like speed blitzes and completely destroys one of the lower moons, like really easily.
That was one of
And
the lower moons. That doesn't
yes,
show.
that
That
was
doesn't. That doesn't
yeah
lead
that.
to any. Yeah, that doesn't lead to any likelihood that
Sorry,
when they
but
go on these
I'm
other
still about to,
retard,
give my
retard,
thing
retard,
though.
retard. Listen,
Sorry,
I
I'm still
said,
giving my thing though.
yeah, I said stronger. Yeah, he's so
Sorry,
fucking.
I was about to give my argument though. I wasn't done.
Yeah, so you're gonna get muted, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up. How about that?
Okay, respond.
Yeah. So that doesn't respond to the argument because what I'm saying to you is that they're going to fight against stronger demons. So when you appeal back to the same scan or the same scene where he literally deals with the lower moon easily and Shinobu deals with the lower moon easily, that doesn't defeat the argument because I am talking about stronger demons than the ones that they literally fought against. That's why that was back to my question about do you believe that the only missions that they go on are the ones that we see? Okay, so you don't know about the other missions that they go on. So you don't know if the demons that they're fighting against are as weak as the ones that we literally saw in that scene. Okay. Fucking retarded.
No, I do have a basis for that though. The basis is just like uh no, not Ryu, sorry. Rui is one of like the stronger lower moons. I'm pretty sure it stated like Muzan offered him a promotion, and from what I recall, it might have even been to lower moon 1, but he rejected it because he just didn't care about ranking up. Obviously, we know that there's like a correlation between like rank and power with Muzan, and he also gives like the lower moons and the upper moons more blood. Like that's implied when he's like puts his fist through Axis' head and he says like, "Can you withstand the amount of blood I'm gonna give you now?" That implies it's gonna be a lot of blood. It's just like a correlation, and it's like consistently shown, and people are saying like indirectly like Muzan's blood makes you stronger and all that good stuff.
Bro, this fucking fat ass.
So yeah, TLDR. If Ru is one of the stronger lower moons, the only other people they could fight are the upper moons, and obviously the upper moons could be strong enough to
What is
strain someone.
TLDR? You're not
Sorry,
gonna
give
slip
me.
that.
Hold
What's
on. I
TLDR?
want to say one last thing. I want to say one
What's
last thing.
TLDR? You're not gonna slip that in. What is that?
TLDR.
Yeah, you said that. What is it?
It doesn't mean anything. Just moving on.
Okay, nice. So for the recording, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Nice. Anyways, continue.
I'm not gonna say like TLDR and try to like trap you and say like,
Okay,
oh, I
so
won because I said TLDR. Yeah, pretty much. Beyond that, like it stated that there wasn't a single like upper moon that was killed in 113 years by Ubashiki. So that
okay.
tells me that whenever a Hashira would come into contact with upper moon, they probably would die.
No, they could just retreat.
No, I don't think so. I think that's out of
Uh,
character.
why would you think it's out of character for them to retreat?
Because it's like shown like with every single Hashira that we've seen so far that they have like really high willpower and they're like fearless
No,
and they have this will to exterminate demons. That's
no.
why they train to become Hashira because they really have this desire to just eradicate demons. They don't want to let
No,
demons
no,
live.
Oh yeah,
no,
just like when Rengoku did that one time. I
no.
think he's right, bro.
Right, Irby. Let's see. Let's get you muted, bitch. Anyways. Oh, nice. But anyways, yeah, I disagree with that. But anyways, you didn't actually fulfill the burden about like showing that they didn't get stronger, even though I gave a basis for why they got stronger. You still haven't responded to that. Yeah, because I disagree with the whole notion saying that fighting only makes you stronger when you're fighting against stronger demons that literally strain you. No, just practice alone makes you stronger. Practice doesn't fucking strain you, retard. Um, Once again, as long as that they're moving their muscles and shit, once they move their muscles literally tear. So once those muscles literally repair, they get stronger from this action, right? That's how fucking muscles and fucking getting stronger and faster literally works. But anyways, like I was saying
Question.
before, and anyways, I have another question for you. Why would Shinobu and Giyu go all out against each other? Like I don't understand. Why are they moving at full speed here?
Can I ask you a question about something you said earlier before I answer that question?
What was the question?
Question is sorry, I'm trying to recall my question. I just forgot it. Give me a second. Question is, oh, you said their muscles tear. Yeah, I think these people have like really like superhuman muscles, and I'm skeptical of the fact that they could even tear their muscles by doing something that wouldn't strain them. Because obviously, like when your body is strained, there's like indicators, right? If there's no indicators and they're emotionless and they don't show any like stamina loss, I think it's reasonable to say that they're probably not straining themselves and they're not tiring themselves out. Because that's usually what happens in the gym. If you work out, you tire yourself out and then you tear your muscles and then they get welded back together.
No, you can literally tear your muscles just from running. Running doesn't fucking strain your fucking muscles. I don't know what you're talking about. If I was to do a 40-yard dash right now and run, I'm still putting my muscles at work. And once my muscles literally repair, you will still get some type of workout from that said thing. Even if I was to jump rope right now, jump rope literally doesn't drain you or strain you at all. And it still is a good workout in order to increase your vertical jump. Plyometrics are also a good way to increase your fucking vertical jump. So I don't know what you're saying. Just because they have these superhuman capabilities where they can literally jump high and strong, them still IRL properties that we have in our real world is how they get stronger from it. Because getting stronger are just speed and strength, right? And once you apply those speed and strength, that's just force. And you just equating force. That's how you jump. You put enough force into the ground in order to jump high. So that was very dumb of you. You still need to respond to the point about why would Shinobu and Giyu be going all out against each other? They're not actually trying to kill each other. And when they're fighting against these demons, they're bloodlusted, okay? And when they're bloodlusted, guess what? They move at their full speed because they're actually trying to kill this nigga. So they're doing anything in their power to kill each other. Shinobu could have just poisoned Giyu, and we see that she literally didn't. She had the chance and opportunity to. So yeah, go ahead. Find that.
Okay, so you made free claims there. So I'm not calling a shotgun, by the way. I just wanted to say that for myself.
Slower characters have slower dragon dashing speed. You see how much longer it's taking me to reach you as opposed to Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan? Yeah, definitely. So for this, if you forward smash, left smash, or right smash, it does not matter.
Yeah, so the first claim you made about how IRL like aspects still apply to Demon Slayer, I get that. What I'm saying is this is fictional, so obviously in fiction things change, right? So I think in fiction, if you're not experiencing any tiredness or anything, I think that's an indicator that this isn't straining you. So even if you do these runs or whatever, I'm skeptical of the fact that these runs would even tire you out. Also, let's look at that scan you sent about the race. Does it say how like long the race was, like the distance and the time, or no?
For example,
It doesn't need to. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, then it could be like some short race, and it wouldn't even like strain them for all we know.
That's oh my god. So I don't care about that, bro, because I disagree with that proposition. That proposition where you're stating that it has to strain you. Okay, I already gave you fucking examples where it doesn't have to strain. Just because it's in fiction, once again, I gave you that it still has our IRL properties, and the way that they grow stronger from it are the same ways that we get stronger from IRL. Okay, so you can make that claim that you believe that, oh, just because it's fiction and things in fiction change, it's a probability that um only things that train them makes them stronger. I disagree with that. That's just a claim anyway. So if you would need to show some type of evidence within the series that actually leads to that conclusion, which you literally can't. So
So one, I don't believe I need to show any evidence within the series
that's
that
equal
shows it
interpretation.
specifically that like fucking your muscles can have like a higher threshold which you need to meet for training to actually like tear them to like experience like some muscle growth or whatever. Same for like cardiovascular, like stamina and all that stuff. Um, yeah, so that's the first thing. I think I think it can be an implication, and I already like gave basis for that. Two, what's the second thing? Yeah, I'm not saying just because it's fiction, it's automatically going to be different. I'm saying that in fiction, I think there's a higher threshold. It's not just because it's fiction that it's different. Now, if you want to respond to that, that's fine. If not, I can answer your Shinobu and Giyu question now.
Yeah, I would like to respond to that. If you're not showing any evidence, you just say that's an implication, then it would just be an equal interpretation because we're both just giving our reasons to suggest why our proposition is the case. If you're not actually showing any evidence, there's not showing a probability. That's just a claim, and I'm disagreeing with that said claim. So argument without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. So yeah, now you can answer the question.
Sorry. When you're asking for evidence, just to be clear, you want evidence that specifically they can't like tear their muscle fibers, right? Um, are you cool? Are you not specifically asking for evidence for the fact that like they don't get tired when they fight, like I don't know, Rui or something,
I'm
right?
asking evidence to the proposition that you made about saying that you believe that they only get stronger when they're training themselves. What evidence do you have from the series that fucking leads to this conclusion?
I can show one example, but again, it's really going to tie down to like my reasoning. It's not really going to be something that's like specifically stated in the series, if
Okay,
that's what
so
you're
just
asking.
be equal interpretation then. You don't have anything from the series, and you're just using your reasoning. I'm using my reasoning to disagree with that. It would just be equal.
1 second. Can I fucking grab this Demon Slayer chapter, bro? This shit is annoying.
I do also have a question. Like, I know
This
there's
is not Demon Slayer, bro. That is Moon Slayer. Where's this shit, bro?
yeah. So
Are you cool with me sending you with the anime since none of the manga websites work or no?
What you gonna
Same.
show me, anime?
I'm gonna just show you like Giyu killing Rui.
What's the point of you showing that?
I just want to show you that he doesn't get tired, just in case. Like,
Oh my god, we can move on. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Let's move on.
now I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just a little paranoid, so I want to send it anyways.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh my god. Got a block. I got a bomb.
I'm tired of the bitch. This nigga real loud, beating me like a faggot. Crazy.
Nigga who?
Okay, bro. Let's grab the thing.
Anyone
First
steady losing?
scan.
Tired.
Second scan. Third
Sleep.
scan. D1. Yeah. Just to show that Giyu doesn't get tired after he like kills Rui. This
Yeah.
really just contend. This really is just like based on like what we said. This doesn't matter that much. We can move on to the next thing.
Okay. Now, answer my question.
Yeah, you want me to prove that Shinobu and Giyu were going all out?
Yes, sir.
Don't you think it would make more sense that if Shinobu hates demons because a demon killed her older sister and she has this hatred towards demons and the strong willpower to exterminate demons, that it would be most effective in accomplishing her goal to kill demons if she didn't hold back when charging Nezuko trying to thrust her with poison?
The reason for this is because they know that they're fighting against a lower moon demon, so it wouldn't take them any like it
No, I'm
wouldn't take
talking
them.
about
Hold on, wait,
Nezuko.
it wouldn't take them to utilize their full power in order to defeat it. So yeah,
I'm not even talking about like the lower moon. I'm talking about Nezuko. But two, like
Nezuko is not a upper moon or lower moon. What are you talking about?
I know I'm not talking about lower moon or upper moon. I'm talking about when Shinobu tries to thrust Nezuko with her sword.
And yeah, and Giyu stops him.
Yeah, Giyu like stops the slash.
Yeah, she doesn't
Uh,
need to move at her full speed in order to do this.
well, she doesn't. I would agree with that, but the problem is she wouldn't know that how much speed she needs to use, and it would be more effective in her goal if she didn't hold back. So I think it would just make the
No.
most sense here that she would just thrust at full speed.
I think Shinobu's too calm in order to like be moving at her full speed or power or show her hatred for these said demons. When we literally see in the Doma instance that we literally see that she has hatred as soon as she see the motherfucker. So I just think that her calmness literally just leads to the case that she doesn't need to move at her full speed. Also, Giyu is also calm as well. Like so, yeah.
With Giyu in particular, he's calm, but I don't. Yeah, again, like I don't see any reason why he would hold back. And two, with the Shinobu thing, I think she hides her hatred. And again, like think about it like this: you have to hit a 10 to like win the lottery. You don't know, and you're like rolling a dice of 20. You don't know. I should know. Let's just say you're trying to like pull out money, and you have to like put $10 down. I don't know an example. Let's just say you have to move at a certain speed to get this task done. She doesn't know how fast she has to move to get this task done. So it would just make more sense that she would overdo it rather than underdo it. And I feel like it would just make the most sense to go all out because even then she wouldn't know how much you'd have to try to do it.
Once again, it's a claim. I could just say the opposite. Her not knowing that how much speed she needs in order to complete this task just leads to the case that she's not going to actually move at her full speed in order to complete the task because this task, right, does not need to require her full speed, even if she does not even know that she does not need to be move at her full speed because she has a basis for this said thing because she knows that this person just turned into a fucking demon in the first place, so she's not going to be as strong as the other fucking demons like the upper moons because it takes time for them to get stronger. Okay. So the fact that she's not as strong, that Shinobu will have a basis for why, guess what? Because of Nezuko's strength, right? Guess what? She doesn't need to do this said thing. She's a Hashira. She's known for the Hashira are known for fucking taking out fucking upper moons. Okay. They're not known for fucking beating up the lower moons. That's why they send fucking lower ranks to fight the lower moons. Like people like Tanjiro and Zenitsu and shit.
Yeah. So the whole thing, all that, like I feel like your reasoning is kind of bad because let's say you're buying food for your family and you only need to buy one pizza to feed the whole family, but you don't know that. So you buy two pizzas to overdo it, right? If you buy too little, your family will go hungry and they'll have to split slices and nobody is going to be as full as you want them to be. So it makes more sense if you're trying to achieve your goal to feed your family if you have the money to just buy two pizzas. Same thing with
That's
Shinobu.
different. That's just analogous.
Why is that disanalogous?
Because I just gave you a basis for what the reason why she does not need to move at her full speed. I just told you. Nezuko just became a demon. She knows that she is not as strong as the upper moon. Shinobu's a Hashira. She's at the level where she can literally fight against an upper moon. So if she knows that Nezuko is not upper moon level, guess what? She is not going to move at her full capacity in order to take out this weaker demon.
Okay. I already gave my reasoning. I think we can move on to the next point. So, yeah, last thing. You said that Shinobu could have poisoned Giyu but didn't. Um, One, I don't see how that's relevant at all. But you can answer that in a second. Two, if I already got the last point through and I establish a chain a chain scale, right? Where they're relative in speed, I think it makes. I feel like this chain scale already works. If they're relative, then I can move on to the next part, and we should be fine here. You said she could poison him, but didn't. What do you mean by that? Clarify.
It's showing that Shinobu is not actually willing to do things that she normally willing to do to demons, meaning that she's holding back. So she's holding back in this nature. Who's to say that she's going all out in terms of speed?
No, I'm talking about. You said she could poison Giyu, but didn't. Why doesn't? You're saying that she could
I
have.
just
Why
explained
could
that
she have poisoned Giyu?
in order to stop him, because she know that Giyu was trying to stop her from killing the demon.
Yeah, I mean, why could she have been able to poison Giyu though?
She was able to literally jump on the nigga back. Like, what the fuck?
When did she jump on his back?
Okay, you're a troll.
I'll rewatch the clip. I don't think she ever jumps on his back. Yeah, watch the clip. She never jumps on his back. What's she talking about? You have the scan or something? D1. 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 D1, you still there?
D1, if you need me to find this game for you, I can find it, D1.
Did D1 fall asleep?
I think he fell asleep. Alright, you win, he fell asleep.
Bruh. Hey, easy collabs. Easy collabs.
Yeah, he always falls asleep though.
Sonic. Yeah, Sonic. Sonic. Oh.
Sonic, you're not asleep. Wake your bitch ass up.
Okay, back to continue slamming you. So, did you ever watch it?
Where'd you go?
Wait, D1, you woke up?
Are you retarded? My phone died. So, yeah, did you ever watch it?
Yeah, I've watched it. She never jumps on his back in the clip.
Yeah, probably in that clip, but yeah, I'll get it for you because obviously you didn't watch shit. Fuck.
Yo, they get me tight.
I was low-key about to win on a technicality, D1. I thought you fell asleep.
Hmm.
Da, 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 da. D1.
D1, you fell asleep again?
No, this nigga's phone probably
I'm
died.
right here.
D1. I'm not gonna lie. Season 2, Demon Slayer had the best opening.
Yeah, so Giyu literally had the bitch in the fucking chokehold, like literally, and she's just sitting there just talking to the nigga like everything's okay. Like they're clearly not serious here, bro.
Hey,
Nigga,
D1, what's going on, buddy?
she's like struggling, trying to break out, and veins are
No,
popping
she's
out of her
not.
head.
She's just sitting there talking to the nigga.
D1, what? Are you tripping?
Look, she's just sitting there talking to the nigga. She's not trying to break out.
D1,
Look,
hold on. I'm gonna send you a scan. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a scan.
yes, she's just sitting there looking at the nigga, talking to him with a smile on her fucking face.
It's because she fakes her anger, nigga. Look at this. There's a vein popping
No,
out of
she
her head.
takes her anger towards demons, retard. She has hatred towards demons, not Giyu.
D1, play the clip back one more time. She's literally trying to break out. She's shaking.
No,
And
she's
she's
not.
shaking because she's trying to break out.
Yeah, that's what's in question. You can say that. That's the claim.
No, the shaking is like substantiation for my claim to support my claim.
That's what's in question if she's trying to break out.
Yeah, and the shaking is used to support
Yeah,
that.
and I disagree that she's shaking.
Also, prove you can like break out at any time. She can break out at any time.
I never said that she could.
I'm pretty sure you did say that, but
I never said that. I never said that.
okay. So what's the point of sending this?
They was sent it to show that she's not trying to break out.
Okay, what's the relevance of her not trying to break out? Are you saying she could break out?
What I'm saying is that they're not serious here.
Okay, not serious here. Even if I were to grant that, sure, but based on the previous like scaling chain with the previous feed, I don't think this would even matter. And
Yeah, you didn't win
two,
any point, so it doesn't matter either.
and two, if she's saying, but what you're doing is against the corpse's rules, while she's shaking back and forth, and then she's saying, "Give me a reason at least," and then we see a vein pop out of her head, but it wasn't there before. I don't think it makes any sense that she would be talking about demons because she would already be mad. She would already have
That's
veins popping out
after.
of her head. So I think it makes more sense that this action is the facilitator for her anger.
Yeah, I disagree. What the fuck?
Also, if she was trying to break out, if she could, it wasn't serious. I don't know why did she like extend the blade on her foot and then try to stab him in the eye with the blade on her foot?
To
Why
you get
wouldn't
off
she
of
just
her.
break out or
To me,
something
you get off of her.
to get Giyu off of her? Why not just break
Yeah,
out then?
because maybe she wanted the easier way to break out. What the fuck?
What if Giyu like blocks the slash, like blocks the like stab? How would that be easier?
How is she gonna block it when she has a fucking arm around her fucking neck?
Because he has another hand free.
Where? Show that, please.
Yeah, look.
Who the fuck is sleeping?
Look right here, bro.
Sonic.
Yeah, you're gonna wreck because you can't even see his other hand.
I can't see his other hand.
Yeah, his other hand is holding his sword.
That's what I just said, nigga. He has a free hand. He could use
So
that to block the stab.
how is he gonna stop it when we literally see that the blade is literally close to
Just
his
killed
face?
myself.
Do you think that he's gonna move his sword fast enough to stop it when it's already point blank range at his fucking face?
So one, that doesn't matter because I was talking about something preemptively before she even goes for the kick to the face. She decides to extend the blade on her foot and then
That's
try to
not what
kick
we're
him in the
talking about
face.
right now,
So
though.
no, that is what we're
No,
that is
we're
what we're
not.
talking.
No, we're
Hold on,
not.
that is hold on.
No, we're
That is
not.
what we're
What we're
talking
talking
about.
about. No, what we're talking about right now is the reason why she literally uses the blade. And I say because it's an easier way for her to literally break out. So her literally throwing her fucking feet at Giyu is going to make it easier for her to break out of the submission because he has his arm around him. And if his hand is already preoccupied with another thing, in which you see that the blade is getting close, guess what? He will have no other choice but to move out of the fucking way instead of trying to swing the sword where the fucking other thing is already point blank range at his face. So that is a way to break out of the fucking thing. You can't track. You're a fucking retard. Please track.
Ah, dude, what I'm tracking. But another thing, like literally, again, that would be an easier way if she knew that she would be fast enough to kick him in the face before he could just block it with his sword or slash at her leg with his sword to stop it. He has one hand which isn't free, but he has another hand which is free, which he has the sword. Her blade did get close to her face, but there's no way to prove that she would have known that she could just immediately do that off rip. And secondly, the blade literally is long. If he curves it, there's no way to prove that Giyu couldn't just roll his head back and then just block it with the tip of his blade in that slight motion. There's no way to prove that.
So you don't know, right?
No, I'm not saying I don't know. What I'm saying is you made the claim that this would be easier. I don't think that's provable.
Okay, so we have equal interpretations. Nice. All right. Anything else?
You're the one who affirmed it, but okay.
It's an equal
Yeah,
interpretation towards your affirmative, dumbass.
okay. I wasn't affirming that though. You're the one who made the claim.
Oh my god, the whole main point, retard, is if they're serious here, okay? You can't prove that they're serious here. You can't. You have never fucking proven that.
Yeah, bro. So I personally, yeah. So I'm gonna say one last thing. I personally think it's easier, right, to just walk away from a nigga instead of trying to kick him in the face and have that nigga like slice my foot and fuck me up, right? So you saying that this is easier? We don't even know what the aftermath would be. There's no reason to prove that it would be easier. You appealing to the fact that I got close to his face means nothing. There's no way to prove that I actually would have made contact with his
Yeah,
face.
there's no way to prove that
So,
there's here.
so okay, so I think I won this point. Now let's move on to the next point. Do you agree that do you agree that the Slayer mark makes you a lot stronger? Yes or no?
No, I do not.
Okay. Are you aware when Tanjiro tries to cut Gyotaro's neck and he says, "I need 100 times the force"?
Yeah, I think it was
He's
just a
saying
mental.
He's saying you think that's okay. You just think that's a mental amp. Why do you
Yes,
think it's a mental amp?
because we literally see that when Slayers are literally fighting against demons, they get fucking mental amps from anger.
Can you prove that?
Yeah, get banned, bitch. Simple.
No, chill. I'm serious.
No, get the fuck.
Okay. How about hold on. How about this? I'll do something
You're
else.
gone, bitch. Shut up, ugly.
No. I'll say something else.
Just do this.
Don't let me. Bro, I'm sorry. Chill.
I don't got time for people to troll.
Okay, how about Giyu gets faster when he's fighting Akaza after he gets the Slayer mark. You agree it makes you faster?
Sure.
Okay. So pretty much marked Giyu over base Giyu relative Shinobu. There. That's a chain scale. Save the
Yeah, that's
recording.